It's time for the Funnel Pour Challenge. Brought to you by the amazing Fluid Art Express. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to Let's Pour with Patty. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild and wacky ride as I experience the joys and share with you the wonders of creating with fluid art. Stick around. Let's have some fun. And as always, keep creating. Let's pour. Well, I am excited about this one. Carrie of Fluky Fluid Art is the one that chose the challenge this week, and she chose to do a funnel pour. And the rules are we must use yellow, blue, and red. And I confirmed that it was okay for me to add a light red, a light blue, and a light yellow. We also needed to use a metallic, so I added copper and silver. Both of those are cell activators, which I don't think I used enough of for the record. And we had the option of using black or white, or we could use both. So I just added a little bit of black for my base paint that I will be pouring into. The idea of a funnel pour is when you layer your paints into the funnel, and as you release them out of the bottom of the funnel, they are going under the base paint and they pop up and appear as it does its thing. So here I am layering. Now I started with the cell activator. I don't think I used enough, like I said. And then I started with the primary colors, the ones that she really wanted us to use, which was the yellow, red, and blue. And then I sandwiched in the middle after adding the silver, the light red, i.e. pink, the light blue, and this kind of paler yellow. It's a mixture of some yellows, so mostly like azo yellow light or something like that. And then I added another layer of the copper, again, cell activator, and again, not very much, not enough. Definitely should have used more. And then the primary colors again, red, and then some more blue, which I like to definitely layer close together to encourage some purple, and the yellow, because we all love green too. Purple, green, can't go wrong, right? So now I am going to clean up a little bit, and I'm going to spin my canvas as I kind of pulsate to allow my funnel to go up and down, and that will release the paint up underneath the black paint as I spin my canvas. A whole lot to think of when you're doing it. Oh, I was so mad that I had that little bit of dribble as I tried to remove the funnel. So it was the only thing I could do to fix that and kind of mask it, which I almost wish I didn't have to do. I maybe should have just left it, but that's okay. I just swirl in the center a little better, which just kind of erases that line. Gives me my little center rose, if you will. So now I'm just going to let it sit and percolate. Hopefully allow some of these cells to pop up and do their thing. But sadly, they never really came. A few popped up, but not much. I was concerned that it might not be enough paint to extend all the way out to the edges without rolling over itself. First, I swirl it around on the canvas. I didn't want to spin it out. I wanted to have a little more control over its composition. So I just twirl it around, tilt it, put the weight of the paint back into the center because I saw that it was rolling over itself. And I picked up the yellow because that was the one I had the most of. I used the last of my black when I put this one down. So that's fine. Throw this yellow on. It's just extender paint. It's going to be tilted off and you'll never see it. So I was expecting more cells, but there's some cells there, so I wasn't too worried yet. Not that I ever get worried about this one. I really didn't have very many expectations. I didn't have my cloud pour mix, which I would love to do this as a cloud pour. See how that turns out. The cloud pour mix would definitely have given me much larger cells. I'm surprised though at how much of the light blue and light red, okay, pink, are like front and center, considering I only did one layer of them in the middle. Was expecting more in primary blue and primary red and brighter yellow. I wasn't liking that yellow splotch there. It was looking very blurry, and I think that yellow was kind of thin, almost too thin. So I go ahead and I make the decision, the executive decision, to just go ahead and dump it off. I look at the piece, the parts that I'm not thrilled with are the parts that I dump off and try to get the best composition that I feel comfortable with. Go from there. Definitely has that geode effect. I'm loving that like thin black line that goes through the pink. The contrast between the black and the pink, I love. And that is my last remaining little group of cells. I do that with air quotes. Because technically they are cells, but they're not very colorful, are they? So as I grab my spinner back, since I don't want to put my painting down in all that wet paint, and it's time to assess. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I'm unsure because it didn't really turn out the way I planned in my head, but I'm trying to do better at just letting go of that vision and stop trying to make everything perfect. I saw a post lately or recently said something about um, just allow yourself to play. If you keep chasing perfect, you're ruining the process of art or something. I don't know. But that was the basic premise. It's all about letting go and letting be. And I mean, it's pretty. There's got some absolute beautiful spots in that. So I left it and I just want to make sure that I got enough paint off. So I'll do a little spinning, but I want to make sure I get enough paint off so that it has the best chance to dry properly. I tell you, that pink, oh, it was made with magenta, and I poured a bunch of Creative Inspirations pearlescent into it, and it just lightened it up and gave it a glittery, iridescent, pearlescent look to it that I love. And I'm kind of on this kick of sticking that pearlescence in a lot of paints these days. So, it's even in the light blue, as a matter of fact. But, so yeah, spin it a couple more times. Make sure there's enough off. I love that green that's popping off in the middle. I want to keep those flashes of red around the edges. Just gives it that extra pop of fire. And while we let that dry, I'd love to announce that my artwork will be hanging up at the incredible Tipsy Bean, famous from Undercover Billionaire fame, and my artwork will be hanging up in this adorable, quaint little coffee shop for the month of June here in Erie, Pennsylvania. And we hung it up the other day, and it all looks amazing. I'm very thrilled to have it there. This is my second year. Last year we had the month of May, this year the month of June. So if you're in the Erie, Pennsylvania area, be sure to swing by Peach Street and stop in at the Tipsy Bean. Now, let's see how it dried. I think it dried amazing. It's pretty. Those soft colors in there, the soft rainbow colors go up into the geode with that contrasting black line that goes through just for that pop of contrast and the little lacing hints of lacing in through there. And yeah, that was fun. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks for coming up with this challenge. I think I have the next challenge, so I better start planning on what we're going to do, huh? But this one was definitely fun. And I bet you Wombat cheated. But you never know. Thank you so much for watching another week of the Fluid Art Express. We love and appreciate you. Darren started us off, then Shanby of Shanby Art, followed by me, Let's Pour with Patty, with Carrie of Fluky Fluid Art, followed by Bubbles of Venom Fluid Art, who will finish off the evening. Or morning, guess depends on where you're at. And you know the drill, loves. Keep creating. Bye. And be sure to check out my upcoming events where I'll be selling my artwork.